Hello everyone, this is the finale of What If Naruto Was Saved by Hinata, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Enjoy. Naruto went home that evening tired and exhausted. Naruto. Lee called from behind him. Lee ran up to him. I must say you don't look very youthful right now. Has it been a long day? I heard you met with Hiashi Hyuga today. I got a bad feeling when I saw him come through the gates today. Naruto looked up to the setting sun and sighed. I am tired, he admitted, but also tense. I also get the feeling Hiashi won't take this lightly. But what I the most at the moment is to finally have Hinata welcome me home. As soon as the wedding is over, I'll carry her home myself. Hopefully we'll have a place of our own soon too. I'll soon be a married man. Naruto laughed. Who would have ever thought that I would be the first of our generation to marry? He smiled, his worries vanishing for a moment. I bet there will be a few more weddings to celebrate in the future. I know Iruka and Anko have been hitting it off, just like Tenten and Neji. I also saw you the other day with Kamara. He grinned as Lee actually blushed. Kamara is a very special girl. Lee stated nervously. She too only seeks to be acknowledged by that special someone. And she too struggles in a world that frowns upon ninjas who are born differently. We understand each other so well. Naruto clapped Lee on the shoulder. Hang on that feeling, Naruto ordered. That mutual understanding makes you two naturally good for each other. Pretty soon you two may be on a road you never thought you would be on. He laughed as he walked away, feeling more relaxed than he did a few minutes ago but still feeling really stressed, heading home once again, intent on eating something and then going to sleep. Naruto, you're home, someone said seductively, walking over and wrapping their arms around his neck. Naruto didn't need to see who it was to know. You look exhausted. Hinata planted a kiss on his lips. Naruto returned the feeling gladly. They ended up on the couch, Hinata on his lap. It's my father, isn't it? I'm sorry that he's here. That had nothing to do with you. Naruto corrected softly. I want to give him a second chance. But even Lee thinks that something is up with him. Hinata put a finger to his lips, effectively shushing him. Naruto chose not to fight this. Relax, she suggested. Even if you're the leader of this village, you're still only 17. Even when turn you 18 in a month, you're still a kid. Kids weren't meant to carry such a burden. That's usually something reserved for adults. Give yourself time to adjust to your job. Hinata kissed him again, grabbing his hand. Dinner won't be ready for a while now. Get some sleep until then. I'll wake you when it's time to eat. Hinata got up and guided him to a laying down position. Sound asleep, she covered him up with a blanket and joined Kushina in the kitchen. This is exactly why I encouraged this. Kushina told Hinata. Yes, it was obvious you two are good for each other. But his job is very stressful at times. He needs someone that he knows that he can count on. More than his mother, more than any sibling or parent could ever be. No one else can make him as relaxed or as happy as you make him. Your greeting was exactly what he needed. I can't wait until we become official. Hinata said eagerly. When we both say our vows and no one will ever be able to separate us again. Her head dropped into her hands as she smiled. No more worrying about those who might try to stop us. Hinata Namikaze. I really like how that name sounds. Kushina, would you be willing to help me prepare for the wedding? Me? Kushina asked. I'm honored, but why me? My own mother is S. Hinata explained. And you're the closest woman to me. If anyone here counts as a mother to me, it's you. Kushina considered this. I'd be honored too. Kushina replied. I'm so glad that the both of you are happy together. Has Naruto mentioned who he has chosen to help him prepare in place of his father? He said yesterday he asked Iruka sensei to do that. Iruka sensei was the first one to show him kindness in Konoha. And he was always the one to discipline Naruto as well. Hinata explained. If anyone is a parent figure to Naruto, it would have to be him. Iruka sensei was the first one to acknowledge him as well. Naruto was once prepared to fight to the death for him. The oven dinged to let Kushina know dinner was done. Want to go wake him for me? Kushina inquired. Hinata walked softly over to him, shaking Naruto's shoulder. Naruto. Dinner's done. Hinata said quickly, shaking Naruto again. Naruto didn't wake. Come on. You need to eat something. Naruto's response was to scoot over in his sleep and pull her down next to him in his sleep on the wide couch. Hinata went down with an oof and found herself laying down close to him. Naruto, she asked gently. His only response was to hug her closer to him. I think that this time he needs the familiar feel of someone close to him. Kushina commented as she watched all of this unfold. Geez, he must be really stressed out. Hinata, as much as I love you, I think you're stuck there until he wakes up. Oh, I really don't mind. Hinata said quickly. After all, I'll be there for him the rest of my life. I'll just get used to this now. She smiled as she freed one of her arms and stroked his hair. I'll always be here for you. You can count on that. Hinata promised her sleeping lover. You'll always have a safe haven with me. Their foreheads were now touching. Kushina, I may end up sleeping here tonight. I'll go tell your family. Kushina said, and left. By the time Kushina returned, Hinata too was asleep, one hand holding Naruto's hand close to her lips. Both were smiling in their sleep. Kushina crept over and covered Hinata up. She told Kakashi to be quiet that night as she went to her own room. Kakashi sneaked downstairs and saw the two lovers sound asleep in each other's arms. He smiled under his mask, swearing silently to never forget seeing his former student so happy, creeping back upstairs. Hours passed and the two lovers still slept. All was kept quiet in the house. That was until someone snuck in quietly with a drawn weapon. Hinata came instantly awake, gently untangling herself from Naruto's GS. I'll take care of this. You sleep, she whispered, kissing him on the forehead. She activated her Byakugan and looked around, locating the intruder sneaking into Naruto's room. Sneaky as a thief, she stood of his door waiting. In quick order the door was opened and she stood face to face with her father. He jumped back. Hinata, he said loudly. Hinata quickly shushed. If you disturb my lover's sleep, you'll really regret it. Hinata whispered lowly. I won't forgive you if you wake him up when he is this stressed, mainly due to you. She grabbed him by his collar. Now what are you doing here? She demanded. I came to bring you and your sister and cousins home. Hiyashi replied. But first, there is some business I must take care of. He tried to move downstairs but Hinata refused to let him go. Let go of me, he ordered quickly. He's downstairs, so you can't go anywhere near there. Hinata said. If you leave now, I'll make sure you don't get into trouble for this. Leave, now. Hinata commanded. You can leave the way you came in. She opened his door and pushed him into Naruto's room. Sure enough, there was an open window. What are you waiting for? She asked. Go. No. Hiyashi replied. I'm sorry daughter, but this is needed. He knocked her hand from his collar and tried to attack her. Hinata blocked her father's Yukan strike with her own. Hiyashi stumbled back in shock. Surprised, Hinata asked coldly. If you had properly taught me in the first place, I would have been this good before I left. As it was, I had to learn from someone who was much more caring about me than you ever were. Hiyashi got more serious. Hinata met him with another Yukan stance. Since when was she like this? Hiyashi demanded mentally. If she had this much potential, why didn't she show it? You never saw the real me. You never even showed that you loved me, or let me know that I even counted for something in your eyes. She made the first move, moving faster than Hiyashi had ever seen her. He pushed back into the wall. Stunned, he made no move to resist. I just wanted to take of the QB brat. Hiyashi said simply. You do know that he has a monster in him, don't you? I'm doing the world a favor. Arrogant, judgmental, impulsive, Hinata suddenly declared. You make biased decisions without looking more into the matter. If you had, you would have found out that was so much more going on than you would have ever thought. Everything that you think is right is actually wrong. She changed her stance and made another attack quickly and jumping back. Hiyashi moved to use his jutsu and could no longer access his chakra. You blocked off my tenketsu so quickly, he said numbly, falling to his knees. Hinata dropped her stance, turning around to look at those who had gathered behind her, just now noticing stood in front of the guardrail of the stairs, looks of awe and amazement on their face. But that wasn't what made the happiest. Naruto was behind them, squatting on the guardrail behind them, a hand on each of their shoulders to balance himself. He had a huge grin on his face. Amazing, he said simply as his foot slipped and he nearly fell from the guardrail to the floor. Kushina caught his jacket with one hand and pulled him to the solid ground in front of him. He stumbled as he hit the ground and fell onto Hinata, who fell flat on her bottom as the unaccustomed weight made her lose her balance. Ugh, I'm hungry. Kushina sighed and pulled her son off her soon-to-be daughter-in-law. Then maybe you shouldn't have been eating so lightly for the past 2 days. Kushina commented as she tossed her son onto his bed. We tried to wake you for dinner. But you just pulled Hinata next to you in your sleep and refused to let her up. Luckily she was nice enough to put up with you. I would have flipped the couch to make you wake up had she not been on there. Kushina sighed. But I can't exactly let you starve. I'll bring you up some food. Hinata, you want some? You also missed dinner thanks to a certain blonde. Naruto chuckled guiltily as both he and Hinata blushed. 2 shapes appeared in the window. That bastard drugged our food. Shugo said angrily. We woke up and he was gone. We figured he would be here after we checked Naruto-sama office. Is everyone okay? Kushina threw a now out cold hiyashi to the twins. Everyone was until Hinata got a hold of him. Kushina pointed out. I want him out of Shinsei ASAP. Kushina ordered. No excuses. The 2 Hyuga twins nodded and vanished with their former clan leader. Naruto, Hinata, I'm going grab you 2 some food. Don't move. She returned a few minutes to find the 2 joking around. Kids, she said as she left. I now pronounce you man and wife. The monks said happily. Naruto didn't wait for the monk to give them permission to kiss. He kissed Hinata deeply, not caring about what others would say. Despite him going against the plan for the wedding, everyone cheered. The monk didn't seem to mind at all though, clapping along quietly with the cheering. It's about time. Naruto complained as he released his wife. Well, what now? Hinata couldn't help but smile and laugh at how happy Naruto seemed to be at the moment. For now, we mingle. She said quickly. Arm in arm, they descended the steps, the train of Hinata's dress dragging along slightly on the ground. We have a lot of people to celebrate today with. We wouldn't be here without them. We owe them. Naruto was content to go along with anything she said for today. They were surrounded by people all wishing them luck with the rest of their life as they stepped down from the raised platform. Misaki had been the flower girl in the wedding. Hi Nata, she said, holding up her arms, wanting to be held. Hanabi bent down and picked her up instead. Wearing a simple white summer dress, she had been the maid of honor. Not today little one, Hanabi promised with a smile. Today is all about Naruto and Hinata. They've become one now. For now, their arms should only be for each other. Misaki agreed hesitantly. I'm so happy for you Hinata. Hanabi declared, hugging her sister with her free arm. I was right to wear something simple. Hanabi had chosen something simple for one main reason, for all of the attention to be on her sister. So while she was dressed in a simple dress, Hinata was wearing an ornate knee-length short-sleeved dress with a train behind it. A white rose pin held the train to the dress. Autumn red decorative leaf clips held her long hair up in the fancy way it had been styled. A lacy veil had served the purpose of hiding her face partially as she walked down the natural aisle between the chairs outside to join Naruto at the altar. Now it behind her face. Meanwhile, Naruto had been forced to wear black slacks and a collared white shirt under his open robe. A red rose was pinned onto the shirt pocket. Some music started up somewhere. Naruto had been surprised to learn that some of the ninja around here were actually seasoned musicians. They had gotten together and practiced so they could play at the wedding. This happiness would not be possible without all of them. Naruto said out loud. Hinata nodded in agreement. Naruto-sama, you could pay some it back next month. Ayano pointed out. Anko and Iruka seek to be married next month and it's only proper that you do the ceremony as their leader. Naruto burst out grinning, searching around for his old teacher. Shall I confer with them and get a date? Ayano inquired with a big smile. Iruka-sensei. Naruto called out as he finally spotted him. You and Anko are next, got it. Iruka turned to Anko, who was right next to him, and smiled. Anko returned the smile. Let Ayano know the date when you have it. That way it can be worked into my busy schedule. Naruto had never seen that expression on Anko's face. In Konoha, she had always seemed content. Now she looked positively happy, her arm around Iruka's waist, a huge smile on her face. The smile even reached her eyes. Thanks, Naruto, she called out. We owe you one. Naruto looked around him and saw only happy people. The picture almost brought tears to his eyes. Hinata, we did it. Naruto told her. He indicated the happy people around him. Look at how happy they are. We set out at the beginning to make ourselves happy. Then that became a desire to make others happy. We have done just that in such a short amount of time. Anko and Iruka are set to be married. Tenten and Neji finally found each other. Kamara and Lee are slowly getting together. So much happiness in so short a time. I'll protect this happiness with everything I have in me. Yes, we did, didn't we? She asked. Now I'm just wondering about when the first kid will pop up. Naruto blanched. Kids, let's not take it too fast. Hinata laughed while Naruto's heart rate returned to normal. Sheesh, nearly gave me a heart attack. Hinata only grinned as she dragged Naruto into the crowd. I remember how Hinata used to be. Iruka recalled as he saw this. So shy and unconfident. I did what I could to help. But the problem was with her family. It took that special someone to bring her out of her shell. Though I never thought that one of my students would be getting married this soon. But there is no denying that I am proud of them. Naruto pulled off a miracle here, in more than one way. I sensed something special in that boy as soon as I saw him. Anko told him. That's why I always picked on him more than the others. And it looks like I was correct in thinking he had greatness in him, despite the fact that he played dunce the entire time. He was always going on about becoming Hokage then too. Had he stayed, he could have done it. And I would have been proud to show him the due respect for becoming Hokage. The newlyweds were now cutting their cake. As was the custom, they took the first bites, both of them, accidentally, smearing the cake all over the other's face. Laughing as they helped each other clean up their faces, the joy clearly radiating out for all to see, everyone else cheered again. As they served the cake to the guests, Hinata again mentioned children, nearly giving him another heart attack. Naruto, I want to be a grandma soon. Better make it happen quick. Kushina half joked. Overall, it was a wonderful day. And there was another ironic thing as well. Anko caught the bouquet. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.